Hi, good evening. I'm Shane Jones with the sports news. Queen's College and Colegian Parry have won the girls and boys title respectively in the Super Centre Schools Volleyball League. Here's the action from the Wildy Gym. The Combermere girls in their traditional blue and gold taking on QC, set, and that beats her. Hitting from the outside this time, a little help from the net. Oh, unlucky. Combermere on the attack now, that's a good hit. Tight competition between these two. QC not able to stop this. However, the girls from Husbands fought it out, and this really good serve saw them hang on to take the first set, 25-20. Combermere started the second set positively. Good block. They knew they had to get back in it. Good hit into the backcourt. But QC came roaring back. Miscommunication among the Combermere girls. Here they are again, this time with the block. Then the crowning moment. Combermere can't get this one back on. QC girls, the champs. Congrats. On to the boys now. QC in the red taking on Colegian Parry. Massive block. Check out CP's hitting now. Boy, that's power. QC with the reply. Clever dink. The action heating up at the Wildy Gymnasium. QC backing your screen now. Going for power, but not getting precision. CP really getting back in it. Check out this block. Every point was hard fought between these two. Put on a really good show, good schoolboy volleyball. One set apiece going into the decider. What can QC muster? In your face, one-man block. Oh dear, Queen's College crumbling under the pressure. Loads of advice and support coming off the bench. And then it was time. That's it. Colegian Parry boys, the champions. Well done. Well, Pearson's next to me saying he played volleyball at CP. Believe him or not, I don't. The squads for the Nagico Super 50 tournament have been released, and one notable inclusion in the Jamaican team is that of former West Indies pacer Jerome Taylor. The paceman has been out of international cricket for at least 3 years. Well, one omission of note is to their squad is that of West Indies batsman Chris Gayle, who says that the hamstring injury which he picked up late last year is even worse than previously feared.
While I was in Australia, we redo a scan. We did another scan basically from the previous injury before in India. Then, the scan actually picked up on another thing. There's actually 2 years in the hamstring which actually affected. I thought it was going to be a 4 weeks where I'll actually be back, but actually it was severe, way more than that. It go up until maybe in 8 weeks now. Basically speaking to the physio, touch and go for now, but no clarity or no final decision has actually made as yet.
Well, the first match of the tournament will see the Jamaicans take on defending champions Windward Islands. There's a new champion at Deacon's Primary. Greenhouse turned away all challengers at the annual Inter-House Sports today at Carlton, amassing 261 points. Blue finished second with 241 and Yellow third on 175. The defending champions Red finished at the bottom of the pack this time around with 160 points. Marcia Boyce was there for some of the action.
After a break for rain, it was back on track for Deacon's Primary with the under-13 girls 400 meters, 2 laps of this 200-meter track at Carlton. Sadia Springer and Anya Wickham of Green did most of the early running, but with about 150 meters to go, Alicia Belgrave would surge ahead. She would go on to win easily, with Anika Phillips of Red coming through for second. Springer and Wickham rounded off the top 4. Under 13 boys 400 meters. The front runners would emerge from early on. Ronaldo Smith of Blue, followed by Raheem Carew of Green and Malachi Harris. Heading into the final lap, it would be Carew and Harris setting up a battle for the first place. But by the end, it's Harris who would come away victorious ahead of Carew and Smith. Now the under-11 girls 400 meters, and Kia Grisette took this one out quickly. Yellow House led the standings before this set of events, and she was looking to add to their points tally. But that was just the first lap. Could she hold on until the very end? She most certainly would, leading from start to finish to win ahead of Rihanna Cummins of Blue House and Jessica Knight, also of Yellow. Under 11 boys 400 meters. Let's jump right to the final lap. Dominic Holder of green and Romario Cummins of blue matching each other stride for stride. After these two set the early pace, it was destined for a sprint to the finish. Who would come out on top, Cummins or Holder? Cummins would take it right through the line, with Holder second. Kishon Smith of green would just edge Nathaniel Lyon of red for third place. Marsha Boyce, CBC Sports.
It took more than a decade, but the losing drought is over for Red House after they captured this year's title at the Lawrence T. Gay Primary School Sports. Red captured the crown with 282 points, beating the four-time consecutive champions Greenhouse into second on 272. Yellow settled for third with 270, while Blue finished fourth on 244. We now take in the 100 meters with CBC's Melissa Farley.
Blue House had a slight lead over Green heading into these 100-meter events, and they had another primary school sports day here at the National Stadium. It was a turn for Lawrence T. Gay Primary as the under-9 girls lined off for the start. And off they go, down the line, heading for the finish, and Red was the dominant house in this race, claiming first and second through Jazaria Bovell and Alicia Lovell respectively. It was Tiana Morris who took third spot for Green. The boys, now feeling the excitement from the girls' race, had a false start, but they were back on the line, this time for a clean one. Blazing the track, these young ones reminded us how exciting the track and field season could be. Red would again emerge victorious, Kenrian Harris bringing it home ahead of Green's Zahir Knowles and Kabili Cumberbatch. Now to the under 11 girls as we get more organized. And though Yellow House did not finish in the top 3 of the 2 previous races, they will claim the top 2 in this one. Sade Archibald took first, followed by Shaquila Griffith in second, and it was Kayla Bailey of green in third. The boys' equivalent is now heading down the track, and the bright yellow shirt of Asheen Vaughn was seen clearly, beating Rashawn Hoyt of Blue House in second. And once again, Green finished in third thanks to Nathan Russell. But it was in the girls under 13 race that Greenhouse will elevate. Speeding down the track into the first place was the powerful Shanisha Ford Morris, and Greenhouse finally has one in the bag. The pair of Naya Oxley-Odell and Ronico Cave guided Yellow into second and third. Then it was the final race of the 100 meters, the under 13 boys. Tremaine Dowrich, Nathaniel Maynard, and Zario Rudder were the top 3 here. But it will be Dowrich to claim the win for Red House, leading Maynard of blue into second and Rudder of green in third. Melissa Farley, CBC Sports.